All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this edition of our EOB Spotlight podcast, and we're doing a live stream on Facebook as well. My name is Lawrence Beasley. I am the Interim Executive Director and Chief Operating Officer for the Economic Opportunity Board. This production is being co-hosted by Ms. Nicole Wessendorf, who's here to help me out in case we have any technical difficulties. So, hi, Nicole.
Hello.
We're going to talk today a little bit about what EOB is, what community action is. This is May, which is traditionally Community Action Month. And what that entails is really a mechanism to allow community action agencies to be able to, one, express what it is that they do as a part of their regular annual activities, and then also become more of an integrated piece to the communities in which we serve by, one, providing additional information on the services that we provide, but two, and probably most importantly, soliciting feedback from the communities that we serve and trying to gather some additional information from clients and other participants and interested parties on what it is that we do, how can we serve the community better, and then where can we focus our efforts as we move forward. If you hear anything of interest to you, if there's any questions that you have, be sure to put them in the chat box. We'll try and get to them in an orderly fashion. And once again, my name is Lawrence Beasley with the Economic Opportunity Board, here to talk to you about Community Action Month, and what Economic Opportunity Board does. So let me get started, I guess, from as close to the beginning as possible. Community action came about as a response to the 1964 Equal Rights Bill that was passed and signed by President Lyndon Johnson. What was a part of that particular package that was of interest to communities in general was the ability for a new organization to be created, the Office of Community Services at the federal level, to provide additional support, service, and communications to underserved communities, primarily those communities suffering from the ravages of poverty. This information and this new organization set about to create a pathway for individuals who had need, who fell below a certain income level, to have a centralized resource to be able to, one, get access to different resources that were made available through the bill, two, create entities at the local level to be able to provide those services and communicate with the communities in which they served. And then three, to have a centralized mechanism where issues of poverty, how to solve income inequality and access to service in a central location operated out of the federal government, so that there could be a centralized and direct form of communication from the federal government to the states, to the local communities, so that everyone would have a similar platform to be able to have access to resources. So that being said, as there were several iterations over the years to make tweaks and modifications to that programming, what eventually we see as a result of that today is the development of community action agencies, which provide services in their own local communities. There are approximately 1,024 or so community action agencies in operation throughout the United States, Guam, Samoa, Puerto Rico, and of course, Hawaii and Alaska. These agencies are primarily state-governed bodies. They could be either public or private. The public institutions are those entities that provide service as an extension of the local state jurisdictions. The private institutions are primarily nonprofits that provide that information and those resources on behalf of the state as a pass-through entity. The function of the state offices, they're governed by a group called NASCAS, the National Association of State and Community Partnerships. What this group does is coordinate information and disseminate regulations and changes from the state level to the different community action agencies through the state governing bodies. For us here in Nevada, that would be the Grants Management Unit at the state level. They manage the Community Services Block Grant, which is the federal funding mechanism for community action. Each one of the community action agencies in each state or each territory are part of a region. Those 10 regions encompass all of the community action agencies, and they provide a mechanism for the local entities to be able to get together, talk about common interests and issues, and then act upon whatever projects and or priorities they set forth so that they can function better as a localized collective group. So we're part of Region 9. That entails the state of Nevada, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, Samoa, Guam, and I think a couple of other territories. We meet on an annual basis, primarily through our annual conventions. That is our primary general communications mechanism. At the national level, and we'll have a chance to communicate with her next week, we are part of the National Community Action Partnership. The executive director of that is Miss Denise Harlow. We've been pretty much good friends since I've been a part of community action, which has been a little more than 10 years now. So Denise runs the national partnership, and they are the coordinating body for the 1,020 community action agencies across the United States and territories. So I'll take a little bit of a break here and ask and see if there's any questions, or do we have anything in the chat that we need to address?
Nope, not yet.
Nothing yet. All right. Well, so I'll move forward. Let's talk a little bit about what Economic Opportunity Board does, how long we've been in existence, how we're related to community action, and then give you an overview of what the programming is like. So the Economic Opportunity Board has been around, I think this is our 46th year. So we've been a presence since 1965. We've been providing services off and on as a community action agency. There was a period of time when that shifted to another body, but it has come back now. This agency, the Economic Opportunity Board, has been the official community action agency for Southern Nevada, which our primary jurisdiction is Clark County. And that's all of Clark County, not just the urban areas, everywhere from Primm to Mesquite, all the way over to Boulder City and back to the main urban areas of Las Vegas. We service the population that has been designated at the federal level at being 125% of poverty or below, which is approximately 295,000 individuals here in Clark County. So even though that's our primary charge, we still provide service and access to resources for other entities and partner with other groups to provide additional resources in those areas where it may be needed. We still have to be cognizant of our national mandate, which requires us to be cognizant of and responsive to individuals in poverty, families in need of direct emergency assistance, and anyone else related to the Community Action Network. And for the state of Nevada, that also includes the Family Resource Centers, which are entities that provide direct service through state management. So the Economic Opportunity Board, currently we have 4 identified programs. Those programs are family support services, workforce support services, Project Lisos, which is an English language learning program, and we also manage the Martin Luther King Jr. Senior Center. And just to give you a brief overview of what each of those programming units do, Family Supportive Services provides, it's our main access to the community and providing service primarily along the lines of rental assistance, utility assistance, help with IDs and anything that families or individuals may need in order to make sure that they have a stable home life. So if you're in need of what we primarily service is rental and utility assistance, that's probably our biggest draw there. If you need any of those services, or if you're inquiring about any service that can assist you with stabilization of home, and that could be anything from child care to requesting service for provision of food, or inquiring about how do you get access to other programming in and around the county and or at the state level, or through any of our partners, be sure to, let me give you our contact information. So I've talked a lot about what it is that we do, but I haven't told you how to get in touch with us. So our primary way to get in touch with us is via phone, 702-445-7105. And we pick up the phone, try and point you in the right direction, at least get you in touch with the appropriate department where your service need may lie, and move you forward through our process from there. You can also contact us at our website, www.eobcapsnv.org, or you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And our handle there is EOB CAPSNV. So if you have any questions, be sure to put them in the chat box, or if you're interested in any of our services, please be sure to give us a call or contact us via social media. You can get a good comprehensive list of our services on our website. I think I just described our Family Supportive Service operation. Let me give you an overview of what Workforce does, and then talk about the other 2 programs that we also provide. So Workforce Supportive Service provides training, assistance, and any additional support related to employment. So if you're looking for work, trying to stay in work, or if you just want to get better trained in a particular area, give us a call. We can help you with training. We can help with being able to find a job, getting better skills in a particular area. And if you need any, or if you're just about to start a job and you need work tools, you need work clothing, maybe you need some additional training, you might need IDs. If you need any of those additional certifications to maintain a job, like health cards, or any of private investigators card for security service, give us a call. We can assist with that. We do provide training, and in some instances can provide you with work tools and clothing as long as it's related to the position that you've just been hired for. So that's kind of a quasi overview of workforce. Project Lisos is another programming unit that we have. They provide English language learning assistance to families who have children in the Clark County School District, so that you can better communicate and help with homework and other school-related materials for those English-based classes in school. So that program teaches courses on a regular basis. I believe we have about 90 families so far registered for this particular year, providing service at 4 or 5 different schools and online in a virtual setting to help families get a better grasp of English so that they can assist their kids while they're in school. Last but not least, certainly not least, and probably our most heavily utilized program, at least during the pandemic and even pre-pandemic, is the Martin Luther King Jr. Senior Center, located on the corner of Cary and North Martin Luther King Boulevard. I'm proud to say, we just had a new 7,500 square foot addition to that building. So the senior community that is a part of the membership there is quite anxious to get in and participate in the new facility, see what new amenities are available, and enjoy the expanded kitchen. So the senior center, of course, as is its namesake, provides recreational activities for seniors in and around the community in primarily in West Las Vegas, but we provide access to our services to anyone in Clark County. So if you're a senior, age 55 and over, please give us a call at 702-445-7105 or 702-636-0064, which is the Senior Center's direct number, to find out more information and or register to become a member. We anticipate, as a result of the lifting of restrictions for COVID-19, to open to the public on June 1st. But of course, that will be in fluctuation and subject to any changes that are made at the state or county level in accordance to CDC guidelines. Again, that particular program provides a multitude of activities for the seniors. They have on-site activities, which include a nice large TV room for individuals and groups to be able to watch movies and shows, a newly renovated conference room to be able to hold gatherings and communicate with other senior centers or organizations through a Zoom format or any televised format. They also provide multi-purpose rooms, a large multi-purpose room, which can be sectioned into 3 different areas to provide functions and or gatherings for individuals, groups, or outside organizations that are affiliated and partnered with the Senior Center. And we also have a workout room where seniors can come and participate in exercise activities. And then last but not least, as a part of that organization, we do provide congregate meals, which is probably the highlight of the senior membership. These meals are provided free of charge to the senior members, primarily for lunch, but we are also investigating expanding that for either a smaller breakfast serving or a later dinner serving. We're working through the process on that, and we'll keep everyone informed. Now, I mentioned the four programming units that are primarily funded through the Community Services Block Grant, but the Economic Opportunity Board also manages our premier entity, which most people are probably more familiar with, KCEP 88.1, the radio station here at the historic West Side School. KCEP has been on air since 1972, providing communication and outreach service, and of course, music service to the primarily or initially to the West Side area, but over the years has expanded to encompass not just Clark County, but those areas outside of Clark County for as far as our transmission can be received. KCEP is a fundamental and core part of our agency here. They are highly involved in the community. Most people are highly familiar and have participated with multiple activities and functions that we put on throughout the year, be it our late night activities at Chrome or through a pop-up event at different activities that we may be a part of, be it at Craig Ranch Park or any other facility around the Las Vegas Valley. Our general manager there is Mr. Craig Knight. He has been doing an outstanding job for us in making sure that the community is well informed in what it is that not EOB does, but also including any other information that may be relevant to the community. So I think that's a really good overview of what it is that we do, how we are positioned within the community. I know I mentioned the senior center up on MLK and Cary, and our primary service location being here at the historic West Side School at D Street in Washington. But we do participate in other venues as well, primarily through partnerships with Workforce Connections. So you may see us at some of the one-stops. We do have, as a part of our workforce supportive services, we do have staff in the field to provide direct service to walk-in clients through a partnership with the one-stops. So you may see us there, give us a shout out or stop by if you need any additional service or help in locating or finding work. So let me ask again, are there any questions or information in the chat that we need to address?
Nope, not right now.
All right. And how are we doing on time?
We are good to go. Do we have anything else we want to share? Are we ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we're about ready to wrap it up. I think I pretty much covered everything. Once again, if you need to get into contact with us, please feel free to give us a call, 702-445-7105. Access our website, www.eobcapsnv.org, or check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our handle there is EOBCAPSNV.
Perfect. All right, Lawrence, thanks for giving us this overview. It was great, and we will talk to everyone soon.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.